budgeters, my name is Brandy and you're watching From Debt to Dreams. On this channel we are paying off over $400 worth of debt, but don't you fret, more than half of that is my mortgage. And today I'm starting off my new way of doing videos. And so today is a budget with me for the pay cycle of May 23rd through June 5th. And then also we're going to do a cash stuffing in the same video. So if you want to do a cash stuffing, if you just only want to see the cash stuffing, I will put in the description what time that starts in case you don't care about budget with me's. I like them. I like to watch other people's budgets with me's too. So here we go. Okay, so start with our earned income. I guess we've already been paid. Today is Friday when I'm filming this. Today is the 23rd. But when I do my budget, I under budget my income and I over budget how much my bills are going to be, so that I have a little bit of buffer in my checking account. So I already know this number is low, a little bit lower. It's like $200 lower, and that's okay. I'm going to leave it like this. We're only going to budget with $3,500 and $3,550. And then my income account, so I have two checking accounts. I have an income account where all of our money gets deposited into, and then I have an expense account where all the money flows out of. And so the income account, we used to be a month ahead, which is why I had the income account. And but now we're like a little bit ahead, but not a lot. So the money just sits in there until we need it. And then I don't plan on us using any savings or getting any other income. And then for our cash envelope rollover, we have nothing in groceries. School, we have 35. Scouts, we have 65. Haircuts, we have 30. And health, we have 24. So we have $154 in cash envelope rollover. Okay, so here are the bills that we're gonna have to pay. Oh wait, actually let's look and see how much we're gonna have there. So we have $5,057 to work with. Okay, so here are the bills we have to pay during this pay period. Two of them already I know are gonna be a zero because I wrote these down before I paid them off using the money we received from our debt consolidation loan. So I'm not going to have to make payments for those this time around. But for my life insurance, we budget $35. I'm sorry, it looks funny, so I'm going to work better like this. For my church, that's my tithes. We are budgeting $108. My student loan, we're budgeting $85. Spotify, we budget $15. Nintendo, we budget $20. Nintendo is my oldest son does some chores around the house and he earns like a Fortnite something or other, and so that gets pulled out every month. Our mortgage is $2,081. Piedmont is our natural gas, and that's $60. And our Focus internet is $100. Hold please. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so let's add these together. All right, so our total expenses, our total bill is $2,504. And we have to minus $2,504. Leaves us a leftover of $2,553. Okay, so for groceries, I always budget $600 for 2 weeks, so that's $300 each week. School, we had a rollover of $35, and I'm adding 10, so it's going to be $45. Scouts was a rollover of $65. I'm adding 20, so it'll be a total of $85. Haircuts has a rollover of 30. I'm adding 40 to that. So it'll be a total of 70, and I'm adding 40 to that instead of our regular 15 or 20 because school is out and my youngest son wants a mohawk for the summer and I need a bang trim. So we're gonna need a little bit extra money. Health, our rollover is 24 and I'm adding 12, so we'll have $36 in there. I'm gonna start something new this time around. We're gonna try this. We're gonna do takeout and we're gonna put $45 in there. For my sinking funds binder, I need $127. And then my husband gets his usual 20. Hold please. I may have overdone this. I think I added the $127 for Jason in here. We'll check. We'll look at that. Okay, so let's add that together, which would not be good. All right, so that is 10. Sorry, I'm just looking at my cheat sheets over here. I just want to make sure. I should be fine money-wise. I think I just wrote the numbers wrong over here. But anyway, we're at 1028 for this section, or maybe 1018, or 1008 if I'm wrong, which I really think I am. So we've got 1525 left over to work with up here. We budget $200 for our gas for the next 2 weeks. For the 2 cars, that's $100 each week, which leaves us at $1325. And then, all right, this is gonna look weird and funky this time around. Okay, so see, pay and play. Oh, I think it's $500. It's gonna look weird. This time looks weird. And I don't understand because I don't know why. I can't explain in words why it's gonna be weird. I hope I'm doing all these numbers right. 52 envelopes is how we save for Christmas, and that's gonna be $53, and then I get $1, which also might be coming out of here. Like this, I think I messed up on the sinking funds number. So that's going to put us at $554. So $1325 minus $554 equals $771 that is left over for the next paycheck, or for the next pay period. But things look different on my cheat sheet and I don't know why. Because 771 is anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but this is still a good number for right here. So with that said, let's now do our cash stuffing, in which we will be stuffing these envelopes right here, and then making sure we have the money for the pay and plays and the Christmases and stuff like that. So I'm gonna take all this stuff away. Cash stuffing now. So let's count this money. Honestly, I don't know how much is here. I don't know how much I screwed this up, okay? I've been kind of working on it all week long. There's a lot of money right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's $400. A lot of these are ones. And we got... Let me just, sorry, I'm off camera grabbing all the 5s, and then we'll just count all the 1s together separate. All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60 again. I'm going to speed through this. 1, 2, 3. So we have $114.01. So we are stuffing $1,334. And I just hope that's right. I hope I did not royally screw this up. Okay. So we have so many ones. I'm going to move the 100s like that. There we go. A lot of that's going to go into our play and pay binder, so I'm not like super worried about that. But first we will do groceries, which is $600 or $300 for 2 weeks. So each week, they didn't have 50s at my bank again. Well, the teller didn't. I'm sure other tellers did, but the one I went to, of course, didn't. So we're going to do $200 for each week in $100 bills. And then we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. All right. I like to add a little paper clip to one of the weeks to keep them together. There's this for this coming week. And there we have groceries. Okay, school. I hope you can see that in frame. School, I don't need that out here, is gonna get $10. Okay, so there's 10. We should now have 45 in here. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Maybe that's where I screwed up. I feel like I'm screwing up left and right. Nope, I didn't. Okay. All right, Scouts is going to get 20. Okay, so we should have 85, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, and 85. I like having those denominations mixed up like that for Scouts too, because we'll have to, later this summer, we'll have to go to the Scout store and get things for Webelow because little Colin moved up. All right, haircuts is getting 40, 20, and 40. So we should be at 70, 20, 40, 60, 70. All right, and health is getting 12. 10, 11, 12. So we should be at 36. 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, and then we're starting a new one. We're starting takeout, which means I'm going to need one of my handy dandy homemade envelope trackers for takeout. And 23, 45, 20, 40, 5. Oops, I can only hope that I am doing that, you know, we're gonna, 45 is not gonna be enough. I know it's not, but we're gonna try to hold ourselves to 45. Okay, so there's that for this one. All right, for HOA, it's gonna get $45. right, so let's count how much we got here. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. So we got 180. All right. Pest control is going to get 40. So we should be at 560, but then this weekend I need to deposit the amount that we will need for, because they're coming on Tuesday, the day you see this video. So we got 100, 200, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 500, 50, 55, 60. So perfect. 560. Okay, extra heat is going to get $5 this time. Now I do this because, and I've never called them like I know I should, but I signed us up for 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I signed us up for like budget, not budget billing, but like, yeah, kind of budget billing for Piedmont for gas, natural gas, and they said it was only going to be $61 I think a month, maybe 50 something a month, and then like if you're over or under, like if you're under, like if like you used too much, you didn't pay enough, then you're gonna have to pay them more at the end of the year. But then like the monthly payment isn't what they said it was gonna be. So I've just been paying what the bill is. I don't understand, but I'm gonna have to let them know. This is me. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, he doesn't have an envelope, but he's next on my list. My husband gets $20 to spend. So here's his $20. I'm putting that to the side. I'm doing that so I don't forget. Okay, so here's me. I get $1 every paycheck to throw in here. My little shoes on my tracker are $2 each, so I only fill in half of one. So there's that. I'm saving for a treadmill. I want one of those walking pads. So I should have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Perfection. Annual fees is getting its usual. Well, I've upped this. I was doing $2 a paycheck, and now I'm doing $4, so we should be at 40. $20, $30, $35, $36, $37, $38, $39, and $40. So each of my sinking funds are going to get $4 every paycheck, which is only $8 a month. Now that's not enough. It's really not enough, but we have to get our savings up to the 5,000, and the only way to do that is to make sure that we put as much as we can towards the savings account. All right, so I should have 20 here in car maintenance, in car care, really. This I'm just building up. This is not what we're using right now for car care, which is sad, but I'm just trying to build it up so that I can use it. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And like I said, $4 a paycheck is not enough for car care, and I know that. I know that, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. All right, clothing is getting 4. So I should have 46. 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. This is Charlotte Football Club. They are Charlotte, North Carolina's MLS soccer team. My husband loves them, and their tickets. We have gone to every single first game of the season since they've started. They're kind of a newer MLS team, and their tickets go on super sale right around Christmas. And so that's what we save for. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you can hear it, my neighbors are blowing something out there, so it's pretty loud. All right, and then in our emergency fund, I am putting in $2. You're like, but hold on, didn't you say you were trying to save up a bunch of money? And absolutely, you're right. I've got other ways of saving for it, though. This is just to get in the practice of saving a little bit every single paycheck. 21, 2, 3, and 4. So every time this hits $50, it's going to go into the bank. So we're about halfway there. I do need to update this tracker that I have in here, though, for my in the bank stuff. So we deposited, oh, what did I deposit? I don't remember. This is terrible. So our balance is now $892. So what did I deposit? Let's do that math. 892 minus 42. So we deposited $440. I can't tell you where that came from because it's really hard to explain. It all worked in my brain. So there is that. Is that everything? No, we need to do Christmas. We need to do a 52-week envelope challenge. And this is going to tell me not to forget the coloring page. And guess what? I forgot. This time we are doing numbers 39 and 14. So let's color that in real quick. All right, there we go. So we have 14 and 39. Oh, look, they're the same color. Okay, so let's do 14 first. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that back in here. And 39. 20. 30, 1, 5, 2, 3, let's count that. 20, 35, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Perfect. All right, so everything else should be for my play and pay binder, which is basically my debt binder. So let's count it and see how much we've got in here for that purpose. It should be $250 if I'm not mistaken. 20, 40. So that's $425. That sounds right. Sorry, I'm just looking in here real quick. Here's $5. You know what? We're just gonna go with it because honestly, I got lost because what I did was all those ones from my taking out the $1 saving challenge book I was doing. I love playing with money so much, and I love messing around with money and figuring things out, and things are kind of weird between, like, I'm in the in-between stages of figuring this out, and so I'm a little bit more than I thought I would have, but that's okay because it all works out. Like, all my bank accounts are right. Everything is right. It's okay to I don't know what I'm saying. All I know is let's divide this evenly because we're going to do 2 play and pay videos with this money. So let's divide it evenly really quick, okay? So let's do this actually because awesome. All right, there we go. There we have it. I was halfway through that going, why am I doing this on camera? I have no idea. All right, friends, that's it for this today. I hope that you come back on Thursday so you can see my new play and pay videos. And yeah, that'll be it. All right, my friends, I hope you have a lovely day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.